What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I want to talk about just two stocks that are setting up very nicely. And these two stocks are Apple and Oracle. Now, Apple is a very interesting stock because the narrative has shifted very quickly. So, back when Apple was around $200, the narrative surrounding Apple was that it was a AI laggard. Nobody wanted to buy Apple because it was not participating in the AI race. Now, Apple has gone with a different approach, and its approach is actually partnering with some of the best AI companies that are making AI models. And I think that's a very smart approach and an effective use of resource because they don't have to spend so much money on AI infrastructure, go into debt to buy all these, NVIDIA chips and things like that. So, you know, people are starting to catch on that whatever AI model is out there, whether it be Claude, OpenAI, Gemini, Apple is going to have the best of the best. So, Apple has started to rally from $200 to about almost $400, and I believe it could possibly hit 400 later this year. However, I just want to talk about the near-term time frame, which is on the 4-hour. Now you can see that Apple has been, pretty much bucking the trend. It's not following all the AI-led, tech sell-offs that have happened so far. And so Apple has actually been rallying instead of selling off. And I believe that over the next couple of days, it's primed to push above this all-time high around 340. And you can see that the MACD on the 4-hour is about to cross. So we're about to get a bullish crossover on the MACD, which is bullish momentum. And so far, with the sell-off here, the MACD is just resetting before another push higher. The price is holding above the 50, the 100, 200 daily moving averages on the 4-hour time frame. And so, keep a close eye on Apple. The next stock I want to talk about is actually Oracle. Now, Oracle, it's a very interesting stock. It's it's been selling off pretty hard ever since the rally around 345, and it's been punished a lot, and it's because of the debt issues that are coming out of Oracle because of the push for AI infrastructure buildouts. And so Oracle has a potential weekly bullish divergence that is forming around these levels. And you can see that there are multiple bullish divergences that are pretty much, set to form on these MACDs on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, this is where things get very interesting, because if you look at the MACD is so compressed. You can see that right here. It's so compressed throughout this entire sell-off that any catalyst can set it up for a squeeze. And for a squeeze, I mean at least like $10 to $20 move on Oracle. And you can see that it's so compressed here. The RSI is actually forming multiple bullish divergences. The price is making lower lows, but it's not really, it's not really going any lower. And you can see that the MACD also supports this, even though if it wants to get like a flush below 120 or not, it doesn't really matter. Oracle is so compressed at this point that it's about to explode. And this stock, or this setup, actually reminds me of Meta back in around November of 2025. So if we go back to the daily time frame for Meta actually, around November 2025, you can see that it gapped down off earnings and started selling off, and it became so compressed on the MACD that at any moment it was going to explode to the upside. You can see the MACD, the RSI was so oversold here for an extended period of time. The MACD was about to explode, so compressed here in the price action that any catalyst is pretty much going to set it off for a couple of days. And you can see that we got 3, strong days off of Meta following some catalyst. I believe the exact same thing is happening on Oracle. So, you don't want to miss this. This is one of those trades that, that are very rare to come by. and Oracle is primed to explode. So there you have it. Those two top picks of mine, which is Apple and Oracle. And whatever the market decides to do, I believe these two stocks are primed to explode to the upside. Not financial advice, of course. Always do your own research. But that's exactly what I see in these two technical charts. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Peace.